So it is that time of year again. Each and every year, if you follow the 2 Minute Tuesday, you'll know that I sort of summarise what has been happening in the property market in Spain and more particularly in this little corner of the Costa Blanca South that we're lucky enough to call home, the Hondon Valley. So we summarise how the year has been, the property market here, what sort of trends we've identified, the nationalities of buyers and things like this, and what we think will happen in the next 12 months in 2025. So welcome to this wrap up of the year and look forward to next year edition of 2 Minute Tuesday with Hondon Valley Homes. Okay, so 2024, how has it been for us here in the Hondon Valley? Well, it started in a spectacular fashion. In the first 5 months of the year, we were so far ahead of our projections. I mean, we were 25% ahead in sales on our record year. And it was astronomical. It was summarised beautifully by one of my Belgian colleagues. We were sat in the notary and complaining about being busy. And she turned around to me and she looked at me and she said, "Do you know what, Stephen? I get the feeling that we're selling bread." And I didn't understand what she meant at first, but really what she was saying was, it was like we work in a bread shop. It's people are coming in and saying, "I'd like a house," and we'd sell them a house, and then the next customer would come in, and it was like that. You know, she had the feeling that we were selling bread, and the vast majority of the clients that were coming in were Dutch and Belgium. Since Brexit, the number of Brits has fallen. It's still a considerable part of our business and our colleagues' business, but it isn't the majority, whereas Brits used to be about 60% of our business. They're probably 25, maybe 30% of our business now. And but the gap, it's not that the market has gone down because the Brits aren't here. It's the fact that the gap has been filled totally by Dutch and Belgian clients. When it comes to vendors, we still have more Brits selling than any other nationality, but that's still because the majority of properties are still owned by British clients, and so that will still be the case until the sort of the equilibrium of nationalities sort of equalises a little bit more. So there will always be more British selling, but it's not for any other reason really than a lot of people are getting older and they've lived here for 10, 15, 20 years, and the call of family or the call of home is saying to them to go back. Saying that, we have an equal number of people who live here and they've decided that they're gonna stay. They don't want to go back as they get older. So back onto the sort of the business throughout the year. So up until May, it was spectacular, and then June, July and August, the taps turned off. No particular reason. There was nothing that happened, economics, politics, anything like that. There was no COVIDs or Brexits to affect the business. There were elections throughout Europe, but there was nothing really that would explain why there was such a particular drop-off. Normally we find August is a little quieter. August is a month when everybody's thinking about holidays, a bit like December, and normally that's when, especially in Spain, for 2 weeks in August, the agents, the lawyers, the notaries, the architects, everybody goes away on holiday. Their town halls run on skeleton staff. So it's a difficult time to buy, sell property, and so everybody takes advantage and goes to the beach. But it was incredibly quiet. Not worrying, because we've still got clients coming, we were still doing viewings, but it just wasn't all of the good work that had been done in the first third of the year, was rapidly undone in the mid third. And then we got to sort of September, October, November, and December, and it exploded again. I've never known anything like it. I've been selling property here in Spain since 2006, and we've never had the end to a year like we've had this year. It's been spectacular in every aspect. The number of properties that we've sold, the price of the properties that we've sold, and we've totally recovered the loss from that sort of mid period of the year. So it has finished spectacularly strong, to the point that our worry moving forwards is the lack of properties. We are genuinely concerned that there aren't enough new properties coming on the books to replenish the properties that we've sold this year. And so, a lot of effort with ourselves, and I suppose with other agents, will be in actually getting hold of the properties in the first place. On La Montagnosa, which is where we're based, I think we've got 2 properties for sale at the moment. It's amazing. Everything that's come on has sold. And any property that comes on the website that's in the right location at the right price, it is snapped up. So it's started the year incredibly well, a bit of a lull in the middle of the year, and finishing exceptionally strongly. So it's looking positive as we head towards 2025. Nationality-wise, have we noticed any sort of changes? Well, I touched briefly on the Brits have sort of dropped as a percentage, but that's sort of year on year following Brexit. The Dutch and the Belgians are doing incredibly strong. We've had a lot of Polish clients, which seems to be the new country that seems to be coming through, and we've also this year probably 10% of our sales have been to Spanish, which doesn't sound a lot considering we're in Spain, but the properties that we tend to specialize in are sort of more of the higher value. But we have really had some beautiful sales to lots of young Spanish couples, and it's been their first home. So although selling any property is nice, there's an extra nice feeling when you sell a property and it's somebody's first home. And so we've had the pleasure of, I think, 4 Spanish sales this year, which it's been their first homes. So that's been really nice, and hopefully that will continue into next year. And that really is a summary of what's happened in 2024. Looking at 2025, there doesn't seem to be anything huge on the horizon. The things that we have, I was going to say to look forward to, but I wouldn't necessarily say that to look forward to, is we are going to have the new EES and the ETIAS system, which will probably come into force in 2025. EES is it's the entry and exit system. And so basically this is a system whereby your biometrics will be taken at the airports, land ports, any border crossings, and it'll be fingerprints, it'll be facial recognition, sort of the biometrics. And this will be introduced. It's much delayed. It should have been in 23, 24, and they're saying now 25. And it could cause some big delays at airports and border crossings. And then it's shortly going to be followed by the ETIAS system, which if any of you have travelled to the States or Canada, then you have a digital visa, effectively. It isn't a visa, but it's basically a security check. So you have to fill in a lot of your personal information, and it could also be about where you're staying, how long you're staying for, purpose of visit, and things like this. But this will be something that's done online. It will, it's believed it's going to cost around about €7 for everybody from the age of around 18 to 70. So juniors and seniors will not have to pay it. It'll be valid for a certain period. I think it's 3 years, or until your passport runs out, or whichever occurs first. And you'll have something that you need to fill in each and every time you travel. You'll put your document number in to say that you have this ETIAS completed. So we've got that to look forward to. So that could be a few problems to look forward to when you're at airports and places like that. And that's it. It's been another hectic, busy year here in the Hondon Valley. This little corner of Spain continues to astound me as to the demand for people to come and live here. It is beautiful. As I record this, it's December. Let me unhook this, and this is one of the reasons why we choose to call this place home. We're very, very lucky to be able to live here, and so long may it continue. So all I can say now really is I hope you've had a wonderful Christmas and a lovely New Year. If you're thinking of coming along to the Hondon Valley, then get in touch with us. Our details are on the screen. If you're watching this, it's on our YouTube channel or our Facebook page. Drop us a line and inquire about what it is that you're looking for. Just as important, if you're looking at maybe selling a property, then get in touch, because we're more than happy to come out and visit you, have a look at the paperwork of your property, give you a free, no obligation valuation with you for about 20 minutes. And then if you do decide you want to sell the property, we don't charge you any advanced costs. We get paid at the notary when we sell the house. We don't even ask for exclusivity on the property. So if you're looking to buy or sell a property in or around the Hondon Valley, then please feel free to drop us a line, and we'll be more than happy to help you. So that's it for this sort of end of year episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. There'll be a standard 2 Minute Tuesday available next week. But until then, have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon. Adios.